Good afternoon. Welcome to my channel. It's a Wednesday afternoon. Just a moment, please. Hang in there. Let me get situated because there's new stuff. New furniture. Okay, here we go. It's the 25th of August 2021. And we're actually in the last section of the Seashells. It's a little snack size, I call it. Snack size, a little relaxing project. And I am planning to open a completely different kind of diamond painting, which is, I already put some drills out over here that I was using for the background, and I have a feeling that I should have probably put it away. Yes. Okay. So that diamond painting is based on a type of embroidery that we do here in Hungary. It is called Matyo, M-A-T-Y-O embroidery. And a Hungarian company has decided to make this traditional type of embroidering into diamond painting, which I thought was very interesting. So I will show you a sample of it from the cloth with yarn, and I will show you diamond painting of that type of embroidery. I thought it was very refreshing, seeing as we are not going to be diamond painting the usual run-of-the-mill canvases all the time, you know, like everyone else is doing. I thought it was something different to get our attention. I think it is beautiful. However, now I did find something strange. I found the same, so this is usually of flowers, you know, on a black background, very colorful flowers. And I have seen this type of embroidery from other nations also. But this particular one, called the Matyo embroidery, is prevalent in Hungary. And in some parts, you know, in small villages, very few of them are left according to old traditions. Even the houses had this motive. They were decorated with sort of painting. Again, the flowers, you know, that I will show you tomorrow. And I got something very useful in the package. I had to open the package because customs was nosy. There was these little pouches, and they hold so much. This was included as a gift from Creative Diamond. Again, my lighting, I apologize. I have seen these pouches before, but I wasn't sure if I wanted to order it. Well, I got 2 of them as gifts, and I definitely will order more because I found them so very useful. as far as putting, you know, my diamond painting tools and this and that in it. And I even thought of using them as a storage bag for my leftover drills, because I'm getting to have quite a large collection of leftover drills. I mean, after a while, I will not save the drills, only the very special ones. But so far, you know, I only started this whole thing in January, so I don't feel that I have enough of a reserve of drills yet, you know, in case I run short. Of course, every company will replace any drills that is missing, but in the meantime, you know, I have to wait for shipment to arrive, and sometimes it takes 6 months, you know. I'm just sort of quietly referring to some of the little mishaps. Now this company, this Creative Diamond here in Hungary, usually delivers the next day. They're very good as far as that's concerned. But you know, we like beautiful canvases, and we go looking all over the internet, and you're going, oh, that's so beautiful, I have to have it. And I'm willing to wait months for it. I calculate the time I have to wait. In the meantime, I will order, you know, smaller diamond paintings or what have you, because I can't live without diamond painting, you know. You know, diamond painting is habit for me. Well, for those of us that have done it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. This is the top of the canvas, this is the bottom. I guess it's supposed to be either the sky or the water, since these are seashells. I am not sure yet. I will wait when I am finished to determine what this is supposed to be up here. What is the background? I presume it's the water because there's sand over here, you know, so yeah, be prepared for the traffic as soon as I sit down to make a video. And right on cue, you know, we will have a little sirens, just in case you were missing it. Well, I went to my, well, what do you call it? The place where I have my glasses made, what have you. So far, I have only used reading glasses, but for the past couple of days, I've been having a little bit of problem with my eyes. So I figured perhaps I need a little bit stronger glasses, you know, to enlarge what I am looking at. Well, a bit of a bad news. I was referred to the eye doctor. They called optometrist. Is that the word in English? I was referred to the doctor that she will have to examine my eyes again and write a prescription. There was a low murmur, something about a laser operation, but nothing further was discussed until I see the doctor. So I have to make an appointment. The other thing I was considering was that I better get these, you know, optometrists and dentists and all of that out of the way before I am sure when the fall comes around, we're going to have a little bit of to-do. So right now everything is open and working full steam. So I figured I might as well, you know, get these out of the way. They must be done, as unpleasant as it is. Well, I don't mind wearing glasses. I've been wearing reading glasses ever since I was in college, so that's nothing new. But I was surprised that immediately they referred me to the doctor. Up until now, I just exchanged my reading glasses. But, well, folks, I am getting old. What can I say? My eyes do have a lot of strain on them from hello truck, from working on the internet. And the funny thing, the optician or whatever you call this person asked me if do I have internet glasses or glasses to watch TV with, and I'm like, I never heard of that. So for the first time in my life, I have to have my eyes checked. Aside from the usual yearly, look up at the chart, yeah, everything is fine, yeah, beautiful black eyes, bye, see you next year. Well, I was surprised that I was referred to a doctor. I tried to ask the guy, is there something wrong? And he said, well, I really can't say more, you need to see the doctor. And she will prescribe glasses that you need. I go, do I need different glasses? He says, I can't tell you any more than that. You need to see the doctor. Well, that sort of got me a little bit more upset than I was before, I'm not upset about wearing glasses. I mean, what the heck? Glasses or no glasses. The main point is to be able to see. That's my opinion. But I was surprised. I mean, I don't have any other symptoms aside the fact that lately, say in the past few days, I've been having a bit of problem focusing and a little bit blurry. So I think that maybe they want to check to make sure whether it is just a matter of glasses or whether there's some other problem behind it. I know my blood pressure is fine. I've had no headaches, no dizziness, nothing like that. So, it was a good idea, I think, to go in time and have it looked at, because if we're going to go into lockdown or something like that, it's going to be mighty difficult to get any sort of medical, things done. Now, this doesn't want to stick, so let me try to freshen up the wax. See if that will help the situation. These drills don't want to stick. Oh, okay. Now, what symbol was that? Okay, straight line. See, this is why I always have the jar over here that I took the drills out of in case I get confused as to which one I am working on. Actually, the doctor did mention I should get a little bit more sleep. But so many things have been going on lately that I actually was not tired. And I go, what am I supposed to do? Lay in bed and look at the ceiling? And he goes, no. I said, sleep, not look at the ceiling. I said, okay, I'll sleep. Hubby was so funny. He goes, do you realize it's 7:30 at night? You should be in bed. I go, what am I, a child? He likes to order me around. Not that I listen to orders, but you gotta pretend that he's the boss. You know how it goes. Go, yes, dear. And then I take my laptop and my telephone into the bedroom, close the door. He's studying, Right now he's studying Hungarian literature, and English pronunciation for his top level exams and the foreign languages. He's got the other exams all done. So he's busy with that. And I put my earplugs on and he doesn't realize that actually I'm not sleeping, but I'm actually working. But at least I'm resting, you know, I mean, I am resting. I'm laying down in bed. Just because my eyes aren't closed and I'm not snoring doesn't mean I'm not resting. Of course, if he catches me, he's not too thrilled. And I tell him, well, you study all night, you go to work at 5 o'clock in the morning, so you should talk, right? Shouldn't you be getting sleep? And he goes, well, the doctor didn't yell at me to get sleep. I go, well, he didn't yell at me either. I'm bigger than he is. Subject closed. We have quite a bit of color blocking or multiplacing, whatever you wish to call it. These are round drills, which make it that much easier to move along with this little canvas. It seems to me like this summer went by so fast. Oh dear, I just remembered how we will be home for a whole week. They're changing the, how should I say it? They're upgrading the machines for new work. So they usually have a week off until the engineers come and reprogram the stuff that they're going to be working on next. Of course, he already talked to the guys and he looked up on the internet, you know, what they're going to be doing. I go, why you have to, there are technicians and engineers that do that. Why you have to do that? He says, I don't like to be stupid. Okay. Have fun. I mean, the engineers are German. They speak German. So hubby found an Arabic version of it. So he's looking at the German, Arabic, and Hungarian version of the machines. And I'm like, can you make head or tail out of that? He goes, of course. Simple. I go, if you're going to start saying, I don't understand because I'm a woman, I'm going to hit you over the head with a wood spoon. Don't worry, I don't hit him. Calm down. Oh, little mini monster did not want to come out of the baby pool. He actually had a meltdown. There's a kid, the little baby, in, you know, those swimming diapers, soaking wet, turning halfway blue because he was cold. You know, sort of a lukewarm water, the baby pool, the splashing pool, separate for the babies at the spa. He threw himself on the wet grass because they watered the grass. Don't ask me why. They watered the grass before the people come to lay on the grass. Yeah. So he threw himself down on the wet grass, made his little fist, and threw a fisty fit. Now you know what happens. Everybody's like, oh, what's the matter with the little baby? Did he hit himself? Did he try? I go, if he drowned, he couldn't scream, could he? I go, no, it's okay. He's just having a hasty fit. Don't worry. He'll quit. Eventually. He might turn blue and gray in the meantime, but he'll quit. I mean, at first he didn't want to go. It was his first time at a pool, you know, at a spa. Before he was in, you know, in a baby pool at home in the yard, but and in the lake. But he's never been to the little baby pool. You know, with a splasher. It's called a splashing pool, actually. It's about this much water, about 25, 28 degrees centigrade for the babies to splash around in. And it's a rule that they must wear, you know, these swimming diapers that do not disintegrate in the water. They're the same diapers they wear when they go for baby swimming. You know, after 3 weeks, you're allowed to take them for baby swimming lessons. Well, little monster went under the water quite a few times, and his bangs, you know, cover his eyes. And he was like, you know, where am I? He couldn't see. I tried to wipe his face, and he was upset because I was wiping his face. He loved the water, though. We were playing ball. He has quite a good throw. He threw the ball right out of the pool, and I had to climb out, go get the ball, bring it back in. And the kids seemed to enjoy watching me climbing in and out, you know. Mommy elephant going in and out of the pool. Yeah, he thought it was funny. I told him, if you throw the ball out again, I'm not bringing it. He threw the ball out. Of course, I brought it back in because he was screaming. I don't know why people want to butt in. You are there. You know that child. I mean, you're with that child 24/7. Why do they feel they need to give instructions on what to do? Perfectly aware that he was having a misty fit, that's all. And I also know that histy fits doesn't last long. But if he has an audience, well, you know the story. Then they raise up the volume. And everybody goes feeling sorry for the poor mistreated little child. And I'm like, you want to sort of butt out. The most advice you get are from those people that do not have any children. They, of course, are experts on how to raise a child. And you're like, thank you. I don't remember asking you, but thank you. Well, then we went to dinner, you know, of course. We always do at the spa. Well, the little darling decided he wanted an adult fork and spoon. So I said, well, maybe he will eat adult food, you know? No, he wanted to bang on a table with them, making a lot of noise. And you're like, shh, people are eating. He thought that was funny. And the waiter kept on running over. Is there anything you would like? Can I get you something? Perhaps an ice cream, or, you know, a leash to put on that kid? Usually I don't take him to the spa, but it was a good thing we went on the weekend because the weather has turned rather not chilly. It's a nice weather, but not for swimming, you know. Of course, the indoor pools are different, but that's not for babies because that hot spring water is very strong. And under 14, you're not allowed to take children in there. It's not good for their health. They're very strict about that. And even if you are, you know, an elderly person or you have a health problem, you need to go to the doctor first, and he or she will tell you how much of the hot spring is recommended. Usually 20 minutes in the hot spring pool and then an hour rest. 20 minutes in the pool and an hour rest, you know. This is the usual routine that is recommended. As far as the healthy way to use the hot spring, they have brought back the physical therapist, which means that the spine exercise, for us people that have problems with their back and who doesn't, they started once a week. Now before they had it twice a week, so we will see if we can get it to twice a week. Usually what is recommended is twice a week for 3 weeks. So we will see if we can get a physical therapist that is also a nurse, because there has to be a nurse on duty all the time, and there is a sick room. Actually, these mineral hot springs are nothing to play with, so I learned. They pay special attention to people with high blood pressure or heart disease perhaps, or perhaps they're not even aware that they have a problem. And sometimes overdoing the hot spring can bring out problems. There was a time when a gentleman was sitting in the hot springs and he had a heart attack on the way home, and he was driving the car. So they are very careful about making sure that the proper use. At first I thought too, oh, it's just hot water, just like the bathtub, there's no big deal. Yep. It is clinically proven, the effects of the water. And it's been proven for centuries, because even the Romans used to use these. Of course, it was not built the same way, but in Budapest there are Roman baths and Turkish baths, because we had all these wonderful people visiting us and they just stayed, Everybody forgets to go home from Hungary. You're like, yeah, it was nice of you to visit for a couple of centuries, but would you mind, just sort of going back to your own country? We would really be happy about that. It's a small little country with 10 million people. And we have many resources, excellent soil as far as producing our own food. In the villages, it's still prevalent to have them a cow, some chickens, ducks. In some houses there are some rabbits, goat, pretty well self-sufficient. But of course, we have the problem as with everywhere else. The young people prefer to go to the city, and after a while they decide, well, it wasn't so bad after all in the village. The education system in Hungary is excellent. We have a lot of foreign students on scholarship. That's how I met my husband. He's on scholarship, getting his doctorate. The education system in Hungary is much more difficult. I would say all over Europe, it's much more difficult than, shall we say, in the USA. Anyway, that was my experience. As far as the college is concerned, and here they're not so much after your master's, but after your doctorate, Master is taken for granted. Well, of course you're going to get your master's. And it's almost understood if you're going to go through that, then you're going to go for your doctorate. So it's not unusual. We have a lot of doctor this and that in this country. If you're a physician, then you have a big DR in front of your name. If you are like the different kinds of doctors, like philosophy or what have you, then it's a small DR in front of your name to distinguish the medical doctors from the, from the brainy intellectual ones. So I was joking with hubby. I said, you're not going to be a big doctor. You're going to be a little doctor. He goes, I'm a grown man. I go, yeah, but you're still going to be a little doctor. That's the way it goes. He goes, I would write it in capitals. I go, you can write it in capitals, but on your diploma it will be in a little doctor. Because that's how they do it in this country. Simple as that. He goes, okay, I don't care. Just let me have a DR in front of my name. I go, exactly. And then you'll be finished. He goes, well, you can get a doctorate in more than one subject. I go, oh dear, oh please. Let's just get over this one, I mean, we have a regular library over here. Told him pretty soon I'm going to have to move out to make room for the books. He goes, that's what you get for marrying an intellectual person. I go, are you insinuating that I am a dummy? He goes, I wouldn't dare. You have a wood spoon. Life is hard. He goes, did I ever hit you with a wood spoon? What is that supposed to mean, that I have a wood spoon? Everybody has a wood spoon, don't they? I did buy the cutest little wood spoon today. Speaking of wood spoons, I figured little monster can use it to pretend that he's cooking. And he's hell-bent on, having an adult fork and knife and spoon in his hand. I go, that's for eating, not for playing drums on the table. So he laughs. He's a happy little monster. Well, he's right before that age, before the terrible twos. He's already learned the word no. Nope. No, I don't want to. I'm not going to. And I'm going to throw myself on the floor and have a hissy fit. Doesn't it hurt them when they throw themselves on the floor? I mean, you would think he would quit. Evidently not. Oh, I just keep on telling him, okay, when you're finished, you can stand up and we can continue this discussion in a more civilized manner and unfist those little dirty hands. Oh, he can make such a tight fist. Where do they learn these things? I mean, certainly I've not seen me, throw myself on the floor and have a hasty fit yet. Okay, and we have one more here. And we missed one over here. Any more? This is when I look around to see where we missed, and then we're going to check it when we are finished. I was trying to buy frames today, but I didn't find the size I needed, so I might have to order that. Okay. So I don't know what this is supposed to be. Like one of those things they put in to keep the sand from blowing. You think so? Did you ever see that on the beach? Yeah, I think that's what it is. Seriously. We have all these odd Girls, I don't know where they come from. Sometimes I work in the middle of the night, you know, half asleep. So, thank you very much for spending time with me this afternoon. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy. I will see you tomorrow afternoon. Please hit the like and the subscribe button. Thank you very much. Bye-bye for now. Bye.